Good morning, Bears. Happy Thursday. How are you? Did you enjoy yesterday's mystery science lesson? I sure did. Okay, I've got some crazy light going on behind me. Maybe we'll go like this. Oh, and then there's my son, Benjamin, taking a drink. Hi, Benjamin. Oh my goodness, just keeping it real, but that's okay. We wouldn't want it any other way. And hey, did you see the picture I sent you guys? I found a whole bunch of teddy bears and pretended to set up a circle time with you in it. That's enough. Okay, awesome. We are off to a really fun start this morning. So, anyways, hey, listen, we are going on a virtual field trip today. I'm so excited. Have you ever heard of a place called the Kennedy Space Center? Now, chances are you probably haven't heard of it, but I'm sure you're familiar with like space shuttles and astronauts and those kind of words. So, first, I'm going to share with you where the Space Center is. All right, so here's a map. Here we are. Do you see my little arrow? We are in Chicago. If we were to go south, all the way down to Florida. Now, most of you know Florida as the place with Disney World and the ocean, but also in Florida is a place called the Kennedy Space Center, and it's very, very well known for NASA, which is a program that has to do with outer space, and we'll learn about that in just a moment. So that's the Kennedy Space Center, and now we're going to go on a virtual field trip to the Kennedy Space Center, and I think you're going to really, really like it. So just imagine we've hopped on an airplane, we've packed our bags, we have flown south to Florida, maybe stopped by Disney if we could, but unfortunately it's closed, so we'll just wave at it as we go by. And here we are at Kennedy.
Today we're at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Let's go in. NASA stands for the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. The main purpose of NASA is to explore space, and in doing so, protect Earth. So over the years, the space program has changed a lot. In the early days, they just sent pilots and commanders up. But now, in addition to pilots and commanders, they're sending up scientists, people who can do all kinds of research and help us learn a lot of things about space and other planets. So in that way, things have changed quite a bit. We get to learn so much more now. This is the Astrovan. They use this van to actually drive astronauts to the launch pad who are flying on the space shuttle. It's amazing. Space is a really dangerous place. It's not really hospitable for human life. There's no air, first of all, so astronauts have to be incredibly brave to go up into space. Not all of the astronauts who've gone up have come back, and this is a little memorial to 14 of them who didn't make it back. But the great thing is that every time we go up into space, we learn more and we get to increase our technology and improve our chances of getting back. This is the actual space shuttle Atlantis that flew into space 33 times. And it's the only space shuttle on display where you can see into its payload doors. They can open that up. They did many times. And they'd pull all the stuff out and they'd float around like this kind of a thing. I'm just guessing because I've never been in space. This first flew in October 1985 and it last flew in July of 2011. Pretty amazing. Actual space shuttle Atlantis. Can we go in there? Can I fly this thing? For every launch, there are thousands of people who stay behind here on Earth, who help with everything, who help do the research, the design, the planning, all of the communications. Those are all done by people on Earth. So just because you don't go into space doesn't mean you haven't worked in the space program. Humans are natural explorers. We want to know what's outside of our immediate surroundings. That's one of the reasons why we wanted to go into space. And the great benefit is that we learn so much about ourselves as we explore. The International Space Station is a great example of 15 countries coming together to work together to solve a problem that's bigger than us all. This is a replica of the massive Hubble Space Telescope. Many of those pictures that you see from space, if not most, were taken by the Hubble Space Telescope. It's been up there for 25 years, taking digital pictures of our universe. That thing weighs over 24,000 pounds. That's like more than 2 elephants combined, but it's remote controlled, so they can like look at different parts of space. It's up there spinning around the Earth. And did you know that these things go around the Earth like every 90 minutes? The sun rises and sets in space when you're orbiting every 90 minutes because of how fast you're traveling. Isn't that crazy? I love it. And the Webb telescope is going up soon, and they say that's going to unlock even more secrets of the universe. When you look at the Earth from space, it puts so much perspective on how small we are and how important it is for us all to work together here on Earth. It's the only way we've gotten to do so many things in space. And the Hubble Space Telescope, as we look at those images, we've learned so much. And it just gives some perspective as to who we are and how we can all work together better in the future. This is an astronaut's room. This little box is where they sleep and do all their living stuff in space. There's a sleeping bag right here. There's no gravity in space, so they have to strap themselves up to the wall because there's no up, down, left, right in space. It's all relative because you're always twisting and turning. So they'll strap themselves into their sleeping bag and their arms will fly up in the air. And then they've got their little computer and books and stuff that they can read and do while they're in space, because there's not a lot to do in space. There's not a lot of nightlife. Through NASA's space exploration and research, we haven't just learned about space. We've learned all kinds of things in the process about our bodies, about ecology, technology. Velcro was developed for the space program. Memory foam. These are all things that came out of NASA and researching and developing and discovering things that would work better in space. We've learned how to better combat diseases. Solar panels, all these things came from our exploration of space. Isn't that amazing? It's so cool. The question everybody wants to know the answer to is, how do astronauts go to the bathroom? Yes, this is the toilet that they have on the space shuttles. So the crazy thing is, the astronauts have to aim really carefully because there's no gravity when they go to the bathroom. So they sit down on the toilet, they're floating around, and there's a camera inside to make sure they get all their poo in the right place because they don't want to have poo floating around, right? So there's actually a monitor right here to help you aim. Come on, that's great, right? Space. No gravity. Dang, I should have brought a snack. The space shuttles are going super fast in space, so they need to slow down. So I'm going to simulate now what I would do if I was a space shuttle. Slowing down, slowing down. These S-turns slow down the space shuttle so that it can actually re-enter. The sound effects are just for fun. That was awesome. So that simulates the angle of descent the shuttle has to take when coming back in for re-entry. It was really fun. The Kennedy Space Center is built here, and it's become called the Space Coast in this area because of how the economy is affected and all the jobs that come in because of the Kennedy Space Center. The space shuttle program has ended, but NASA is not finished going into space. This is a mock-up of the new SLS, or Space Launch System. It's a new system of rockets. There's an Orion capsule at the top. This is what's going up into space next. The SLS is going to go up to Mars. So stay in school, because if you're between 6 and 16 right now, you might be just the right age to be an astronaut when this thing takes off. Study hard, my friend. Is there life on other planets? We're not sure, but we're looking. That's one of the reasons why we're checking out Mars. Now, these are some Mars rovers, little robots that go up on Mars, and they can look around, check to see what's in the soil, all that kind of stuff. But in 2030, NASA has plans to send humans up to Mars. One of the reasons is to look for evidences of life, to look for evidences of water, to see if it can sustain life up there. Maybe we can build a little habitat. Maybe we can put people up there in a little shell, grow their own plants. Not go outside though, because there's no oxygen there. But these are the things that NASA's looking into. And I want to go. Doesn't it sound cool to go to Mars? The shortest trip to Mars, 9 months. This all helps us gather information to better plan our next trips into space and up to Mars. It's exciting, right? Who doesn't want to go to Mars? They call it the red planet, right? I wonder why. So in addition to Florida, there are lots of other NASA locations. NASA has locations in Texas, Virginia, California, among other places. But the cool thing is that here in Florida is where all the rockets are made. Here we are in the rocket garden, where NASA grows all their rockets. No, I'm just kidding. They don't grow rockets here, but this is where they take rockets and they put them on display so you can come through the Kennedy Space Center here and you can see what real rockets look like. So all of these rockets that you can see here are real, but they never flew. So for some reason they were retired before they flew. They don't do that in space, do they? It feels right, though. It feels so right. We've got some pretty cool historic rockets here. This one over here, the Spar one, took Alan Shepard up into space. Now, that was the actual one, but it was from the same series. This one right here, John Glenn. So the Kennedy Space Center is the only place in America where humans have been launched from. My whole head is too tall for this. So if you come visit, in addition to what we've seen today, you want to make sure and go and see the IMAX movie where it feels like you're actually flying through space because the screen is huge and the camera's all like, it's awesome. There's all kinds of opportunities to do visits here, and you can find out more information about that at KennedySpaceCenter.com.
So, you guys ready to hop on an airplane with me and go to Florida? And we will go visit Kennedy Space Center. Very, very awesome. I hope you enjoyed that, and hope maybe someday you can go there and visit and learn a whole lot more about outer space and space shuttles and rockets and all the amazing science behind it. You know, like he said, not everybody gets to go to space, but think of all the other people that are a part of the team that gets those people to outer space. Who knows, maybe someday you could be one of them. If you like computers, you like math, and all sorts of other things. It takes a big team of people to get someone up to outer space, not just the astronaut themselves. So keep dreaming big, guys. All right, well, that is it for today. As we sign off, let's wish each other well. Put your hands on your heart, and here we go. We wish you well, we wish you well, all through the day, we wish you well. Bye, bears. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.